Hey, I'm Taryn, and this is going to be another Get Ready With Me. In this Get Ready With Me, I'm going to talk about maintaining some sense of privacy, even though you're putting your life and face out in the open. That was something that I thought about, before starting this channel. And it's part of the reason why I kind of refrained from starting it for so long, because it's like you're putting yourself out there, but I don't believe that you have to put all of your business out there in order to have a successful YouTube channel or even to be, transparent. I feel like it's important, especially in this day and age, to maintain some level of privacy. Privacy in the age of social media and the digital age is such an interesting conversation, because if I think about it, I feel like people my age and around my age were probably some of the first people to be on social media as a child. Granted, we were like preteens, teenagers, but we were still children. But for it to have that type of impact, I don't think, because I posted pictures of myself from then, I'm not sure if I'll ever be able to erase a digital presence of myself. I don't think I'll ever be able to get rid of a digital footprint if I wanted to, because even if you were to Google yourself right now, there is going to be some creepy website that is tracking your images online, and it's very weird. And sometimes I think about when people try to think people are doing the most by not showing pictures of their children or their babies. But the thing is, if they were to start posting pictures of their children, that begins their digital footprint. And who's to say that when they become of age, what if they don't want those pictures on there? What if they don't want all those stories about their childhood on the internet, And it's just little things like that, because I feel like this is a different time in the sense that okay, so think of a child actor, when they're acting, they're in front of the cameras, they're working, versus if you have a child and you're a YouTuber and you're vlogging, depending on how often you vlog, there's not really a separation of, okay, this is my personal life and this is my work. Especially when it comes to children, because I don't know if it's going to affect them being in front of the camera from such an early age and so frequently. But yeah, I think when people say people think they're important for not want to show pictures of their babies, I think that's very valid to not want to show your children all over the internet, because even if you keep a private page, someone can go and repost pictures of your children elsewhere. If you want to keep, especially if you do have a big presence, sometimes we see those kids go viral that we like, and it's I know their names, I know what they like. You don't know who's watching out there that might have ulterior motives. And not saying that, that's the case, but you have to be mindful of that. And then who's to say once they get older, like I mentioned before, what if they don't want all that on the internet? Children are people. Me personally, with this channel, I feel like sometimes I do get some questions that are a little bit personal or too specific or detailed. I just don't feel comfortable answering them, and I'll either find a way to answer it that's still maintaining some of my privacy, or I'll just have to let them know I can't really answer that. And that's me being a small YouTuber right now. Sometimes I get good questions, sometimes I get some that are inappropriate. Let's be real. I think people, in a way that they can, deserve to have some semblance of privacy, even if they are putting their business on the internet. And I feel like some of that comes with what you choose to post. So if you choose to put your relationship out there, people are going to talk about it. If you choose to put your family out there, people are going to talk about it. And some people just don't have that option to not put those things out there. If you think about actual celebrities, famous people, they're getting tracked constantly. And I think even when you talk about celebrities and maintaining privacy, I feel like Beyonce is a good example of how to be a celebrity and maintain your privacy, because some people are why does she get to have so much control over her interviews, and it's her narrative. And I think it's actually really cool. So when we hear from her, it's because of her. It's not, she's not one of those people that's just going to be talking or posting so much on social media. Not that there's anything wrong with that. And I think also we see the controlling of your narrative also happening with Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, Meghan Markle, and then Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, whatever they are right now. We see them kind of controlling their narrative, and people are like, oh, you don't want to be in the spotlight. Why are you doing these interviews? People are going to track them wherever. People are going to be following their every move. They're trying to control their narrative. And I feel like that's important. Like, you are a person at the end of the day. Like, yes, people want to hear from you, but you can't just have everybody out here making you look how you aren't, you know? Control your narrative. I think it's super important. Like, yes, they're celebrities, but I don't know if this matches me. Oh, I've been getting a tan. But they are people, first and foremost. But yeah, I feel like with my channel, I'm going to try as much as possible to have some type of privacy. It's just important to me. But yeah, let me know what y'all think in the comments. Yeah, I just don't believe in like having to put all your business out there. I feel like once you do put your business out there, it's hard to stop. And when are you able to stop? Because you see people that like, oh, I have a boyfriend, and then they break up, and then they have those like little thumbnails and it's of them crying because they broke up, and it's just like, I don't know, maybe leave people out of it. I get that having a significant other and like kids or whoever in your videos gets you more views, it gets you more engagement, it gives you more subscribers, but I definitely, you know, I feel like just because you choose to put your life out there doesn't mean that you have to put everything out there. So, but you know, people do go digging. Overall, if you start a YouTube channel, if you decide to start a blog, like something where you put yourself out there, you forgo some of your privacy to a certain extent. But do I think that justifies people like digging up stuff about your life? No. I think it's kind of, I think it's weird. I have got to switch up my shades, so that's about it for this look. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment for more videos. Thank you again.